to solve this exercise. In this exercise, basically we have two rectangles. So in the first rectangle we have that the two sides are 2x and 3x. So these are the values of the two sides. So we would be able to calculate the perimeter and the area of this rectangle. So remember that, just as a quick reminder, we know that the perimeter of the rectangle is basically given by the sum of the four sides. So we would have 2 times 2x in the first case, plus 2 times 3x. So this would be the first perimeter, so we can call it P1. Okay, so this would be the first perimeter, and the area of the first rectangle is given by the product between this side and this side. So the first area, we can call it A1, is given by this product 2x times 3x. So okay, and this is just a quick reminder of the method to calculate both the perimeter and the area of a rectangle. And moving to the second rectangle, we have here that starting from the first rectangle, we basically added two positive quantities to the two sides. So basically here, the first side here, here we added this quantity, which is x minus y, where obviously x has to be greater than y, so that x minus y is greater than 0, so this is a positive quantity. And as far as this second side is concerned, we here basically added half y, so this side becomes 2x plus y over 2. Okay. So in this case, the perimeter, so we can call it P2, is given by 2 times this first side, which is 3x plus x minus y, as we said, plus 2 times this side, so this would be 2x plus 1/2 y. So this is the second perimeter. And the second area, again, so this side times this side, we can call the second area A2. So the second area is given by the first side, 3x plus x minus y, times 2x minus 1/2 times y. Okay, so these are the 4 formulas to find both the perimeter and the area of the rectangles. But here in this exercise we have to find the difference between the two perimeters and the two areas. So basically we have to find the increase in the perimeter and the increase of the area when we move from the first rectangle to the second one. Okay, so basically we have to find the difference between P2 and P1, the difference between P2 and P1. Okay, so to do so, we have first of all to find these four quantities, as we basically already did. We just have to calculate here the four quantities, evaluating the products and the sums basically. As we said, the first perimeter is P1, so it's given by 2 times 2x plus 2 times 3x. So in this case, we basically have here 4x plus 6x, and then this is 10x. The second perimeter, P2, as we said, is given by 2 times the first side plus 2 times the second side. Okay, so here we basically have to find here the values. So first of all, we know that 3x plus x is 4x. So here in the parentheses we have to sum these two terms. Okay. And then now we can consider the product between 2 and the terms here in the parentheses, so in both parentheses. So this becomes 8x minus 2y plus 4x plus y. Okay, and now we have to sum the terms with the same letters basically. So here we have x and x, so we can sum 8 and 4, so we end up with 12x. And then we have also y and y here, so we have minus 2 plus 1, which is minus 1, so we can just write minus y. Okay, so this is the perimeter of the first rectangle. This is the perimeter of the second rectangle. And now we are, as we said, we are wondering what the difference between the two perimeters is. So we have to consider P2 minus P1, so that means 12x minus y minus the first perimeter, where we have minus 10x. So here again we have to sum x here and x, so we end up with 2x, 12 minus 10, which is 2, and then minus 1 minus y, which was this one. So this is the difference. So basically this is the quantity the increase basically between the two rectangles. As we said, we have to calculate the area of the first rectangle, which, as we said, was 2x times 3x. So here we just have 6 times x squared, because here we have to multiply x and x, so we end up with x squared. So, well, that's it. Basically, this is the area of the first rectangle, the product between the two sides. And now, as far as the second rectangle is concerned, the two sides were basically 4x minus y, and then we had 2x plus 1 half y. Okay, so now here we have to multiply all these terms, so we have to multiply this term by these two, and then this term with this and this, so we will end up with 4 terms in total. So if we multiply 4x and 2x, we end up with 8x squared, and then we have 4x times 1 half y, so here we end up with plus 2xy. Okay, so these are the first two terms, and then we have to multiply minus so here these are our four terms. Now we have to sum or to subtract the terms with the same letters. We have x times y here and x times y here, but these are the same terms, so here basically we can cancel out this, we can cancel these two terms basically. So that means that the area of the second rectangle is just 8x squared minus 1/2 y squared. Okay, so this is the result for the second rectangle. And now as we wanted the increase of the area, we have to consider the difference between the area of the second rectangle and the area of the first rectangle, so that we have the difference, so that means that we get the increase. So the area of the second rectangle, as we said, is 8x squared minus 1/2 y squared, and then we have the area of the first rectangle, which was 6x squared. So here we have minus 6x squared, and then here we basically have to again look for terms with the same letters, and here we have x squared and x squared, so that means that we have to consider